or affiliates. Any questions or comments should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for choosing W4WN Radio.
Welcome to my radio and TV show, Debi Changes Lives. I'm a certified holistic health coach, and I revitalize people's lives by helping them identify the root causes of their health issues. And then I create a custom natural strategy to address them, covering areas of mind, body, and soul. As a health coach, I'm not allowed to treat, cure, prevent, heal, or diagnose any diseases. Just note that I can make your body more efficient, way down to the cellular level. And you'll have more energy and you'll feel better. In the future, I'll have episodes with a guest. And there may be episodes like today that's only me. And during these episodes, I may interact with my engineer, Rebel. Rebel, could you say hello to everybody?
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Rebel. Great to hear from you. You won't see her. You only will hear from her. So anyways, today is a show where you get to know me, Debi. You'll learn my story, my background, and what I do. I'll be sharing my vision for my new radio and TV show, and I'll be announcing special events I have, like this one. I am honored to be the host of an in-person event with compound pharmacist Ben Fuchs on November 11th at 11 a.m. in Huntington Beach. Ben is a dynamic speaker who educates and entertains on health and fitness arena. He is a radio show personality that has several shows like The Bright Side and other shows like with Critical Health News. At our in-person event, he'll be discussing what I call the triangle of health. He calls it the triangle of disease. And you're going to learn so much about your body and what you can do about improving your health when he talks about the triangle of disease. You're welcome to ask questions at that in-person event. And to give you a little taste of the event, check out my show on October 26th, coming up, where Ben is going to be a guest on Debi Changes Lives radio and TV show. Tickets are available at https://bit.y/B for Ben, E-N, F for his last name, Fuchs, UCHS, live, L-I-V-E. Now let's get to know me. It's funny in life. Sometimes you take a right turn, you end up in something completely different. And this is exactly what happened with me. Who knew I would go down this road to health? Through my health transformation and becoming a certified holistic health coach, I have learned so much. And to this day, I'm constantly learning and growing about the alternative health field. So I keep my knowledge sharp. I've learned it from my health journey, and I also revitalize other people's health as well. Growth is so important in life, it keeps you young. Now, it's interesting, when I was growing up in my household, my mother would give us pastries from the Buttercup Bakery for breakfast, and I was barely a Flintstone vitamin gal. I certainly turned my life upside down in a good, healthy way. And it happened because I wasn't paying attention to my health. Like so many people, all it took was a photo, a family photo that was in a Christmas card. And when I saw it, I cried. I became aware of how overweight I was. I gained so much weight while I was raising a child from being a baby to elementary years. And I was also helping a mother who began her road from dementia to Alzheimer's. And I simply lost myself in weight. And Rebel, you can always share the photo now. Thank you. So anyways, I simply lost myself in weight. And my husband saw my tears and gave me a weight loss program for Christmas. He said we could do it together. I cried, and I had to reassure him that these were tears of joy. Now, I committed to this new diet. I did release a total of 70 pounds. And with my first keto diet, and later with my keto 90 lifestyle, I released that total of 70 pounds. Now, my 10th anniversary is of keeping the weight off is coming up in November. Woohoo! I've learned to adopt a different lifestyle eating, exercise, and mindset. After 6 months on my original keto plan, I released 50 pounds, and I was considered the clinic's star loser. The problem was I was so tired and went to bed at 8:30 p.m. And because I was tired, I decided to go on to maintenance. That was it for me. um, yes, I was taking supplementation from GNC and Vitamin Shop. They didn't help. I even asked the nurse at the weight loss clinic, do I have to continue taking supplementation? She said yes. Luckily, something came into my life and I had something I can change to, and I decided to take something new. Within 4 days, this new supplement program gave me natural energy, and I became, I felt better. I was able to stay up to 10 p.m., and I slept well too. This new supplementation is all natural and without any caffeine. It made my body efficient. Now, when it comes to supplementation, it's important to have a high quality supplementation that's complete. Don't take fractionated nutrition or supplementation like I did. Now, the place where I was releasing weight, they gave me a list of supplementation to buy. So I cherry picked those certain supplements from GNC and Vitamin Shop. And that simply didn't work for me. Later, I learned that that new supplement program that I was taking that gave me the energy, made me feel better, was a whole wellness product and helps all the way down to the cellular level and has cofactors to make it 98% bioavailable. Now, surprisingly enough, I started to run and eventually became a half marathon runner. Woohoo! I always put thumbs up when I finish my half marathons, by the way. And, surprisingly enough, I never ran my whole entire life because I had foot problems. I did not run as a child. I did not run in middle school. I didn't run in high school. And nor did I ever run as an adult. I sound a little bit like Dr. Seuss, don't I? It was painful for me to walk at times. And I used to do video work, and it killed me. My feet were hurting so much. But I did commit to, during my weight loss journey, to walk on a treadmill 40 to 50 minutes a day, 4 to 5 days a week. I also did Pilates. Now, I felt the natural energy within 4 days, but it was a few weeks later that I started feeling that this new supplement plan eased my foot pain, and it subsided. And I decided to ease into running, replacing my walking 5-minute increments. I finally got up to 40 to 50 minutes a day, 4 to 5 days a week. I was so excited that I told my friend who was a runner, and she said running on a treadmill is like nothing like running outside. And she, invited me to join her, and I did. And I was doing well until we did a 7-mile run at the beach. We always did walking and running intervals. So at one point, close to the end of the 7 miles, I started slowing down. And when she stopped, I would run up and catch up with her. When we were done, she announced that I hit a wall. I really didn't know what a wall was. And that I completed 7 miles. And tell you the truth, I never had any gear or equipment with me. I don't think I was even listening to music at the beginning. And it probably was good because I had no idea, how far I was running. A few months later, she asked me if I wanted to do a half marathon. And I looked at her going, are you nuts? Later, I decided to do that. And on my first half marathon, she coached me to run and walk with her. Well, I got so excited again. by the stampede. I ended up running ahead of her. And I do remember her calling out for me to slow down. I didn't. I finally stopped and I couldn't see her behind me. I ended up finishing before she did. And when she finished, she told me I did a great job. Well, I became a runner and a half marathon runner after that first half marathon. And I've done a total of 6 half marathons starting at the age of 51. Now, for example, my second half marathon actually improved from the first one by 25 minutes. And the others improved as well by 1 minute, 2 minutes. And I even had one that was a 10-minute difference. And all this happened because my foot pain subsided with this new supplement program. Finally, a nurse at a weight loss clinic who was looking at my blood tests asked me, "What the hell are you doing?" She shocked me with that question. And I told her I was taking a new supplement program. And she told me that my blood sugar and cholesterol levels dropped dramatically and were in the normal range in the past, but they're even lower now. And she said to continue what I'm doing. So her comment prompted me to share and also become a certified holistic health coach, where I guide people to a clean, good, toxic-free diet, as well as educate them about the importance of 90 essential nutrients and other alternatives. Obviously, I do help people release weight, but I do much more than that. I help them release their health, revitalize their health. I'm sorry. I help them revitalize their health with an alternative approach, and it could be any type of health. And everybody has a unique fingerprint of health. So I work with each person individually, and I offer a 15-minute complimentary consultation. So you get to know me, they get to know me, and I get to know them. If they want to continue, I have them do a health evaluation where they score their symptoms from the last 30 days and state their goals. And with this information, I help them identify the root causes of their health issues. And I create that natural holistic strategy to address them. Now, my services include a good, clean, toxic-free diet or nutrition, meal plans, and I do custom meal plans, products, as well as coaching for mindset, emotion, and weight release. I offer a 12-week weight release program called Take Your Body Back, where the initial consultation is an onboarding consultation appointment where we see where your health is, take your measurements, weigh you, do your body mass index, which is BMI, which is like how much muscle you have, how much fat, how much bone, how much water. And then the next series of 11 weeks, we meet on Zoom where we do these check-in on their progress. I'm answering their questions. I'm coaching through obstacles. I'm helping them with their frustrations. I'm just getting them to be healthier. And if I need to make adjustments, we will. Sometimes people make adjustments with food. Sometimes, the plan is not quite working out for them. And soon I'll be offering a new 6-month weight program that I'm excited to reveal in another episode. You'll love it. I do work with groups and individuals with all these plans. Now, I offer 2 clean meal plans. One is the Keto 90 and the other is Wellness 90. Now, the 90 stands for that 90 essential nutrients that I mentioned before. And believe it or not, it will satisfy your hunger and you won't be snacking through this program. The Keto 90 plan, it's the keto 90 plan out there. No worries about what you see on Google. It is low carb, moderate protein, and high in healthy fats. And Wellness 90 is similar to a Mediterranean diet where you're going to be eating more vegetables and fruits that work into that, but it's without gluten and oils. Now, I've actually had a team who won and became semifinalists and earned prizes. One was doing Keto 90 and the other was doing Wellness 90. They were a mighty small team and released more weight than the bigger teams. One that was doing Keto 90 actually lost 35 pounds in 3 months, and the other that was doing Wellness 90 lost 25 pounds. And we did do the coaching via Zoom. So I coached them through their obstacles. I answered their questions. And, we worked on foods if things didn't work. And I am and was so proud of them and their accomplishments. It was just heartwarming that they won because they were competing at the end against teams of 4. I also offer custom meal plans at additional cost. Now, on my show, I'll be educating you on different methods of alternative health. I'll be covering different areas of health, especially areas around stress, hormone issues, and weight release. I do work with the whole mind, body, and soul. So, for the body, I work with the 4 categories of health: soft tissue, hard tissue, digestion, and blood sugar. Blood sugar category doesn't necessarily mean that you're a diabetic. You may be, but it doesn't necessarily mean that. It indicates the direction that you might be headed. And it's important to note that I do not cure, treat, heal, and prevent any diseases, as well as diagnosing any diseases, okay? I simply reduce symptoms so that your body will feel better and it will function more efficiently. Mindset is a big component for all my programs, and it's a way I guide people through their transformation of their health. Having a positive mindset is so beneficial. And if they're not quite there yet, we work on that. And I help people with neuroscience to break their links to their past. I reframe ideas they have. I get them started on meditation to release stress. And I help them envision a new healthy version of themselves. Because whenever they look at that, it motivates them to release their weight and continue. And believe it or not, some people hold on to their weight because of some emotional traumatic event in their past. And I help them with their troubles so they can be healthier emotionally and physically too. I encourage exercising. You don't have to be a runner like me. You can do Zumba, you can walk, you can do HIT, you can do whatever you want, as long as you have body movement. And yoga and Pilates help as well. Like meditation, exercise helps with releasing stress, and it releases endorphins too. It helps with blood circulation and lymph. It improves mood and strengthens and tones your muscles. And if you exercise outside, you get a great dose of vitamin D that actually helps you with your mood too. So I'm going to have guests who have expertise in these different areas and more. And you're welcome to call in to ask questions. You can also email me before the show if you want to. Now, I want you to think about this. Are you aware that your body and mind sends you signals about your health? Women come to me struggling with stress, hormone issues, and weight gain. These problems are due to our chaotic world and poor diet. Have you ever experienced these conditions such as overwhelm, mental fog, hormone problems, weight gain, lack of energy? These are signs of an unhealthy gut, believe it or not. And I teach people how to manage their body and mind so their bodies function properly. Basically, everybody needs that good, clean, toxic-free diet that I keep on harping about. And in general, a lot of people don't realize their diet is poor and that their poor diet creates an unhealthy gut. Our modern foods are mostly processed foods that are full of gluten, sugar, oils that can turn into trans fats, which means you're going to gain weight, and unhealthy fats that create multiple stressors that will affect their health. Weight gain occurs, metabolism problems also will show up, and so much more. The core of your health is our gut, and the gut is our second brain. And actually, signals to multiple body systems through the brain. There is a brain-gut connection. So thoughts in your brain that make you feel nervous, obviously you'll feel it in your gut, like butterflies in your tummy. Yeah. And when your gut is unhealthy, it slows down your brain with lack of focus, concentration, and also mental fog. And you may even feel overwhelmed at times. Also, 80% of your serotonin is created by your gut. 70% of your immunity resides in your gut. Now, this is like new. Good bacteria and bad bacteria in your gut communicates differently with the control center with your brain. It's still communicating with your brain if you think about it. And that control center of your brain is your hypothalamus. It controls many functions of your body as well as hormone production. And it's important to have a healthy gut to have better hormone production and bodily functions. And just to let you know, excess hormones and toxins can reside in your fat, making it hard for you to release weight. Also, if you don't take care of your gut, a leaky gut will release toxins into your bloodstream and create inflammation in different body systems. Wouldn't it be beneficial to have a healthy gut? I would say yes. A healthy gut will help our brain and body overall. You'll have mental clarity, better immunity, and less inflammation. One of the naturopaths that I work with, Dr. Joanne Conaway, she actually wrote a book on why America is so sick. And in there, I've learned so much about the standard American diet, which is what everybody grew up with, that old food pyramid. And a lot of doctors call it the sad diet because it certainly doesn't help. It creates an unhealthy gut that I am talking about. Did you know that 36% of Americans are obese and 19% of children are obese in the United States? The United States ranks 12th for obesity in the world. This doesn't sound good, does it? And as I told you before, it's important to have a clean diet that is gluten-free, sugar-free, GMO-free, organic, and toxic-free. And like I said before, pesticides are a big issue in our foods, causing multiple health issues and hormone problems. And yes, what I said before was that excess hormones and toxins can't get stored in your fat, making it difficult to release weight. Now, a lot of people don't like to hear this. Being gluten-free is crucial. Now, gluten is not only wheat, and I'm going to talk about wheat a little bit right now. Did you know that we don't have the digestive enzyme to digest ancient wheat in the first place? Can you imagine? Our wheat now is GMO. It's complex. So it's even harder for us to digest that GMO wheat. And gluten is also in barley. It's in oats. Oats form of gluten is called evelyn. And rye and buckwheat have gluten too. If you don't go gluten-free, your villi in your intestinal tract will shorten. Think of it this way. Your villi is like a sea anemone. If you know a sea anemone, you ever see a picture of a clownfish in this little bushy type of thing? That's your sea anemone. So it's and the sea anemone is grabbing for food for both itself and the clownfish. So this sea anemone in your gut and actually carpets your whole intestinal tract. And when you eat gluten, it shortens the gluten, and you have less surface area to absorb the foods that you eat, the supplementation that you take, as well as medication. And you'll end up eating more food, taking more supplementation and medication. Did you know this? Soil is deficient of nutrients. And they do affect our produce and meats as well. These foods are 70 to 80% deficient and have declined over the last 40 years, more rapidly in the last 40 years. And I meant to say 70 years, more rapidly in the last 40 years, due to lack of minerals in our soil. And the lack of minerals is because of overfarming. The GMO crops wreck the soils of nutrients, and our dams don't let waters go into our farmlands, bringing minerals with them. So it's important to have minerals because it's part of the vitamin production in our produce. It's also important that our produce is organic and pesticide free. And the problem with our produce is that it doesn't have all the nutrients that we need. Now, the grasses are deficient in nutrients too. So our livestock doesn't have the proper mineral and vitamin intake, making our animal protein nutrient deficient too. Now, you vegans out there, don't forget about the produce being nutritional deficient too. When it comes to animal protein, it's best to have grass-fed beef, pasture-raised chickens and eggs, and wild-caught salmon due to what they consume. Hopefully those fields are toxic free where those cows are. But cows eating, sometimes they're fed grain, and sometimes they're fed corn. And corn, believe it or not, is GMO too. And it's not good. It's not a healthy diet for them. Chicken is better eating grass and worms. And, salmon is better eating, krill and whatever else is in the sea, okay? So they're less exposed to toxicity. We can't control where the neighboring farms are doing, but they're necessarily have a cleaner diet and more nutritious. So remember, the soil, our soils are mineral deficient, making our foods deficient too. And with all these nutritional deficiencies is why supplementation is the key to good health. Our bodies are like Swiss cheese, and as you see in the graphic, you need something like the 90 essential nutrients to fill the holes that our foods leave open. And the 90 for life is a perfect solution that brings your body to homeostasis. You'll feel natural energy and your body be more efficient. Plus, this product is 98 bioavailable. And I have several options to offer. Now, I've talked about foods. Archaic lifestyle is another big issue for poor health. And like I said, with our modern foods, it creates a fire for poor health. Our modern fast-paced lifestyle, such as maybe you're in a bad relationship, you don't like your job, politics, wow, do you like watching the news? Social media and negative news take a toll on our body. No wonder people are depressed and stressed. They can obviously feel it. Their bodies can feel it too. And stress wreaks havoc on their body even more than feeling it. It triggers cortisol, a hormone that people with poor diets who don't take supplementation, and makes them crave unhealthy, sugary, processed foods. Now, people that do eat clean diets, you're not out of the woods when you have stress. You tend to burn through your reserves of foods faster and your nutrients faster, and it'll make you want to eat more. You ever wonder why you grab a bag of potato chips? That's why. Now, with stress and a poor diet, weight gain occurs, in turn creates a cascade of health issues like a rise in insulin, thyroid becomes inactive, and creates adrenal fatigue, just to name a few. And when your adrenals are overtaxed, you will not sleep well, making it harder to release stress. Poor sleep wears you down, metabolism slows down, healing takes longer when you can't sleep, and weight gain occurs as well. Plus, unfortunately, excess cortisol can lead to depression too. So I do have solutions for all that, but also there's other solutions that goes beyond diet and supplements to help stress. It's adjusting your lifestyle to incorporate exercise, especially outdoor exercise, doing different deep diaphragmatic breathing techniques, meditation to release stress, mindset hacks, and changing your perspective of what's going on around you. I also suggest some audio tools that helps with mind training. This is all that neuroscience programming that I do with people, and it's safe. Now, even though aging is another form of natural stress, aging is just a number, and it has been found that people actually can live to 120 years old. Aging with a combination of additional stress makes your health worse, and especially an imbalance of sexual hormones. You need the right balance of estrogen, testosterone for both men and women so that your metabolism system won't slow down and cause other issues. And you have to be careful with the right balance of these hormones because excess hormones, like I mentioned before, and toxins will be stored in your fat, making it difficult to release weight. Sexual hormones is just one of the tip of the hormone topic. I already talked about some hormones with cortisol and insulin and things like that. And there's so much more to explore. Well, it's obviously that poor diet creates an unhealthy gut, stress, and are problems for your cardiovascular system too. People usually that have cardiovascular systems are eating a poor diet and are stressed anyways. And they end up having strokes, heart attacks, blood clots due to that poor diet and stress. And really, all of our body systems are interlocked together like gears in a clock. If one little piece of that gear, like a clog, breaks off from the gear, you'll have a landslide of health issues. It's important to pay attention to these signs from your body and mind that are giving you signs like anxiety, high blood pressure, frustration, anger, cholesterol issues, excess fat, being tired. Like I eventually became aware of my excess weight, about the problem, I did something about it. I am passionate about revitalizing people's health. I urge you not to delay and take care of yourself. I encourage you to do self-care and self-love. Love yourself and do something for yourself. Make this a gift of health for you, starting on a health journey. And like I mentioned before, a positive mindset will get you through tough times. When you start, you'll be so happy that you made that decision to do something with your health. Plus, you'll have more energy, be more productive. Maybe you'll find a better relationship or the relationship gets better and you enjoy your job. But pretty much enjoy your life, okay? And once a person starts a health journey with me, they will feel and see the differences with my coaching services. And life is too short not to pay attention to your health. Were you touched about what I said? Remember, everybody has a unique fingerprint of health, and all my strategies are personalized to each individual. Reach out to me for a 15-minute complimentary consultation at https:// Debi Changes Lives, like the name of the show, DebiChangesLives.com/Linktree, LIN as in Nancy, KTREE, and set up that appointment. If you want to be notified of my future shows, you can sign up for my newsletter at that same link. And you can always remember, I am here on Thursdays at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. And as you can see, I am very excited about a new thing that I have to announce. And I'm always doing something new and I'm always growing. I am never been a writer in my whole entire life. And I decided to write a chapter in this book anthology with 25 other women called Women Rising. If you want to learn more about my journey, my chapter is called Rising Above Overwhelm to Empowerment. A digital version is available on October 30th for 99 cents. Hard copies will be available on November 4th, and they will be $20. And if you want a signed copy of my book, it would be $25. I would love you to purchase a digital book on October 30th and let me know if you want a hard copy so I have them on hand. Show your interest by going to contact me on my link tree. Again, that's https:// like the name of the show, Debi Changes Lives. That's spelled DEB as in boy, ICHANES lives, which is lives.com/linktree, LINKTREE. I'll email you directions before October 30th. Also, don't forget about an in-person event with compound pharmacist Ben Fuchs on November 11th, where he starts speaking at 11 a.m. about the triangle of disease. Doors open at 10 a.m. and it's in Huntington Beach, California. Tickets are available now at https://bit.ly/Ben, which is BEN, Fuchs, which is capital FUCHS, and then capital LIVE. Remember, I'll have more and interesting offerings coming soon. So continue to listen to my radio and TV show, Debi Changes Lives, where your holistic journey begins.